craziest dog evaluation ever, and not just the dog. So when you guys... To view this entire video, and it's a good one, please subscribe. You will then be able to see videos only visible to subscribers. I will be adding special content for subscribers at various intervals. Evaluation of this Boston Terrier took place at a shelter. He had recently been transported by a nice couple in their car without a crate. I forget how he ended up at the shelter, but a rescue that he belonged to wanted me to do an evaluation of him to see if he was adoptable. The shelter was concerned because he bit another kennel tech over his food bowl. The transporter's rescue president and a kennel tech from the shelter were in attendance. What the rescue person said blew my mind. Here he is at the shelter, and I'm giving him a little piece of a chewy to see what he does while he's in his kennel. This was before I took him out for the actual evaluation. He seems rather frantic about getting this chewy item. And when I try to take it away, he retreats and goes to the back of his crate, which is an indication he may have some resource guarding. I don't recall if he was growling at me here, but he may have been. This video starts as I enter the evaluation area and the dog goes nuts on the leash. Let go. Have you ever seen this before?
I haven't, the big dogs, yeah.
With the like slobber? Holy cow.
It's too aroused when he grabs the leash.
Relax.
Johnny, let's go after a few minutes. Once he knows we're done.
Just gotta wait him out until he stops. I mean, I'm not gonna stick my hand in there. So when you guys transport, do you use crates?
Transporting babies?
So I would recommend that you guys use crates. You can see why. Crazy. It's just a safety, you know, it's for the dog's safety too, because you don't know if the dog is going to get stuck in the car somewhere, under the car, under the gas pedal. You know, I actually had a cat that climbed under my gas pedal before we even used crates. So this, like, now he's like kind of sucking on it. Interesting.
You might as well tell her. She's up at the east side.
Okay.
Just gonna wait and let him just like get tired of it. Let the gun shoot through your leash. Oh my gosh. He hurt himself, that's why it's pink. Oh, come here, you. I mean, my feeling is I would rather put time and effort into a dog that's not going to hurt people. But
Gianna. And it's what, like 30 minutes? Okay. Yeah, we'll be here.
no, don't get up.
Okay.
Yeah, stay there.
Okay, we'll be here. Thanks. Bye-bye.
I mean, personally, I would never want this dog in my house.
Well, I don't even think it's a matter of, like, would any of us want him? I think it's a matter, is he a dog that deserves to be euthanized, or could he have some kind of a, you know,
Well,
is there a place for him? That's
is
what
there
I'm thinking.
is there another Boston Terrier that could be adoptable that could use that resource instead of him? That's the real question.
No, but that's not, because he would go to somebody like the people in the state, that's who they take.
They don't take normal dogs.
They take dogs with behavior issues because they don't. But he's drooling. Why's he drooling so much?
Because he's so
Did he hurt
escalated. I mean, he went pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. And now he's sucking on the leash.
See, when we transported him, and he had that pillow, he sucked on his pillow.
He did.
Yeah.
That's a
My background's child development, and you always think of that as that there was something missing in the bonding with the mom, or as when he was coming through the time with his border mates and the mom. So maybe he just didn't have maybe he was given up too early.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. You know, and I've had a foster dog that does that. She would suck on her toys. And she was a little bit unstable, you know, but she wasn't like this. I mean, this dog, when he was going nuts with this leash, he also was jumping up at me. He would have grabbed me. You know, if I didn't have a leash on him, let's say someone played with a toy with him like that, and they tried to get it, man, boom, he would have gotten me for sure. So when you have people evaluate these dogs, I don't know what kind of training they have. There's a good test that they use here called Safer. I like it.
Yes.
It's very similar to kind of what I do, although I'm jumping around in order because stuff happens. You know, they need to test all of this and not just like give him treats and try to train him. That's not a behavior evaluation, you know? You hear it?
Well, my dog does that.
Well, to me, I don't need to proceed to try and get attacked by him.
Yeah, no.
You know. So when I see even this ferociousness and this franticness that he's doing, to me that's enough, right? Like I don't need to push the dog to bite me or to bite the hand to know that that behavior is there. A lot of times people want to see the dog try to bite someone to believe it. But again, it's not really. See how he's taking it and running away? Right? And he did this in his kennel. I gave him a little piece of this and he took it to the back. And so I was like, yeah, I see it, you know?
You did that with Robert.
Yeah, I see it.
One of our other handlers, he tried to bite him.
Yeah.
Just beat him.
Was he just like putting the bowl down? Or trying to take the bowl? Or I was curious. So a lot of times people will see, oh, well, all he did was just take the food and run away.
So far, I don't see him doing anything Papa doesn't do. So I'm really trying to read between the lines because.
Well, I mean, he would definitely bite this if I kept going, right? But I don't want to put myself in harm's way because he came from here up to my arm, you know? If you want me to put on a bite suit, I will.
No.
Dogs shouldn't growl like this when people try to take stuff away from them. I mean, maybe you're lucky and your dog just has better. No, they don't. Yours might, but I've tested.
I mean, I'm just saying, I see that.
Some dogs
With dogs
do.
that I trust.
Well,
I see that, and they just want you to know this is mine. And would he bite me? No, he's 10 years old and he's never done that. But that in and of itself is not a behavior that I'm not familiar with. That's all I'm saying.
well, let me tell you, I've evaluated hundreds of dogs, and I only see resource guarding maybe 5 times out of all those dogs. It's not a normal behavior. Now, your dogs might do it to you because they know they can. Maybe there's a balance, like a relationship there.
I think that's right.
But when I test a dog at a shelter to pull and they growl at me over something, I mean, that's not a dog I'm going to go, oh yeah, sweet dog. Because he doesn't have a relationship with me. And I haven't, given him that.
I guess of everything I've seen so far, what concerns me, he doesn't seem to be wanting the affection of all of us. That's a concern.
That's
to me.
the first key, right? So the first thing I do with a dog when I pull it out and put it in an area like this is actually, if the dog doesn't want anything to do with me, I put it back. I don't continue to test it. Because for me, a dog that is going to be a nice, easy pet for people is going to want to interact with them, you know? So that's just...
He doesn't seem really interested.
No.
Did you guys see that when you drove him up here?
He was more in that pillow.
He was more interested in that pillow. He wanted the pillow, didn't he?
I don't know if the rescue took the dog or not. I tried to explain the dog's behavior was not safe or normal, but it was not accepted by the rescue. I left. Frankly, I was stunned by what the rescue said and didn't want to continue to waste my time with a rescue that would take a dog like this into its care. There are plenty of nice dogs out there that need rescuing that won't endanger foster home staff or adopters, and they deserve a chance too. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Please keep a lookout for content for subscribers.